Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are talking all about fish extenders. I kind of briefly mentioned in the last two packing videos briefly about the fish extender. Now, if you're new to Disney cruising, you have an upcoming Disney cruise, and you hear people on like the Facebook groups talking about fish extenders, and you're like, wait, what is that? I know everything about Disney, but I have no idea what they're talking about. This video is for you. I'm gonna break it all down, so let's get into it. Alright, so here is our fish extender, and I'm really lucky, I'm fortunate because my mom, so blessed, my mom was able to she was able to whip this up for us. It's a gift exchange that happens between cruise guests. You're gonna hang this right outside your stateroom door, and it doesn't have to be fancy, although obviously you can get them on Etsy. So you're gonna hang it outside your door and people drop presents inside. Kind of think of it like Secret Santa, but make a Disney cruise and spread it out your whole trip. Okay, where does the fish extender name come from? So I think on the older model ships they had a little fish outside, and this started for Disney to kind of be able to relay notes to their passengers, during the cruise, if they had whatever, so they basically would put the little note in. I know they still use these, like that's usually where you have your key to the world card when you first get on the ship that helps you turn on the lights to get in and off the ship. They usually have these for you outside and they keep them in there. But okay, step one, you're gonna want to join a Facebook group of the boat that you plan to sail in. So there's obviously many ships right now with Disney. We've done the Destiny, the new ship is the Destiny. We did the Wish last year. All these should have it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna type in, I know like before this trip we typed in Disney, Destiny. You're gonna wanna make sure that you join the actual boat first of all, because you'll get a lot of tips even from people that are not sailing on your boat. But then also, you're going to want to find the actual sailing date. So like ours is the beginning of March. So it'll be like Disney Destiny March such and such 2026. So you're going to want to type that in. Now, if you're having trouble finding a group, you're going to go back to the regular like Disney Destiny Facebook page and ask somebody, and they'll be able to help find it or direct you. But generally these open up, they should definitely be open up around the time before your final payment is due. So if it's around that time, you're going to want to make sure that join before that time, because it's very time consuming for people to set these up, and they put a lot of work into it with these groups. And I'm so fortunate. I don't know who these people are, but we've been fortunate enough in the last two sailings that we've had excellent groups. You're going to want to sign up. Now, generally, there's different things, like you could do a kids only group, ornament exchange group, a magnet exchange. You could just do a family cabin. And what they're going to do is they're going to pair you randomly with like 5 other families. So this could get expensive quickly depending on what your budget is and how much you want to spend. I have to say, last year I was totally kind of embarrassed because I had no idea, and I just bought a bunch of stuff on like Temu, Dollar Store, like glow sticks, stuff like that, and then was kind of embarrassed because people put a lot of time and effort into ours. I just didn't know because we have never, done that before. So some people made us like a coaster. I'm trying to remember what else we got. We got a lot of creative gifts last year. I just don't remember. And I'm sure that we do still have them because I don't throw anything away. But that was last year. Now this year, again, we were like blown away by the gifts that people gave us. My favorite one was a villains themed gift. So what they did was they put in Maleficent Stuffy, Mad Libs, Villains Mad Lib, Villains lip gloss from Bath and Body Works. I'm gonna forget. There was a whole bunch. Everything was Villains themed, and I thought it was so creative. And they just basically gave it for our whole family instead of buying gifts for everyone together. They just, just did one for our whole family. And I liked that idea because it's honestly sometimes it gets hard to shop for everybody. So other ideas are like candy, like, that's stuff that's wrapped. Usually people also put if anyone has allergies, usually they'll ask you in the groups. Kid toys, snacks, maybe if you're from another country, and a lot of people that sail Disney are from the US, but there's also people from like Europe and stuff that come. So it's kind of nice also to share like your customary kind of snacks that you can't get in the places that you live. So you could do like personalized items, cruise essentials. I know another great gift idea that we got in this last one was a bunch of like chapstick, and they gave us like really nice chapstick with the SPF in it. I really liked that. There was another thoughtful gift that gave little samples of like aloe and sunscreen. I thought that was just great because we did not bring aloe on this last trip, so definitely that was a saver. Oh, one thing though, I will tell you, don't put slime because someone gave us slime and I'm like, oh my god, this is like every parent's worst nightmare. My daughter had this everywhere. I don't know what happened, but she had it all over our veranda. I was like rubbing it off because I didn't want it to like get hard or stained or like ruin. Obviously it's a brand new ship. So I was sitting here for like 30 minutes trying to get it out. She had it in her hair, everything. So please don't give slime as a gift. And maybe unless kids are older, but my 4-year-old, yeah, that was a no-no. Okay, so anyway, you could go super simple on these gifts, or you could be a Pinterest mom, but just put some thought into it and be thoughtful, and you know, give people things that you would like to give. We also just gave like Mickey socks, stuff like that. So just put some thought into it. All right, how much to spend? How much should you spend? Like I mentioned, this can get expensive quickly because if you're in even one group, some have like 3 kids in the group, 2 adults, times that by 5 rooms, and you could easily spend $200. Do you have to spend $200? No. Generally, I would say I would spend like $10 to $15 per stateroom. I think that might be a good budget, but nothing is mandatory, and usually some will have a budget. Our last 2 groups didn't have a budget. You know, just check with your group. Maybe that's something to talk about, what everyone is spending, so you're not spending more or less than what everyone else is doing. But I think a few dollars per gift is pretty normal, I would say. So one of our favorite parts, every time we are coming back to the room, you come back like 3 to 5 times a day, and every time my daughter has a check-in, even we'd be in the room and she would go outside and check multiple times. So this is so much fun for the kids. And like, I know a lot of people deliver it the first night. You don't have to deliver it the first night. You could deliver it up until your last night. And I almost like that. I think we did like a couple each day. And I think that's great because some people, if they deliver the first day, then all of a sudden now you have like the rest of like the 3, 4, 5, 6 days that your child is looking for gifts and there's nothing left. So don't give all your pixie dusted items on the first day. Spread it out a little bit. So is it worth it? If you love Disney magic and a little surprises, then yes, definitely you want to get in on this. But if you don't want one more thing to plan, if you're on a budget, then yeah, maybe you might want to skip it. But generally, I don't think this is that hard, and usually cruises are planned about a year to 2 in advance. So I think if you just start setting aside, or go to the dollar store or go to Walmart after all of the holidays. I know we just got lucky after Valentine's Day and I found a bunch of Stitch chapstick, and everything was sealed, and was meant for little Valentine's Day cards, but I used those and it was perfect little gift for kids. Tips for first timers: don't overcomplicate it. Just come up with ideas. So pack gifts in advance, start saving before your trip. Don't wait till the last minute to do this. Put like everything in a little Tupperware or a bag before your trip, and then sort everything out. Bring Ziplocs and label everything. I printed out actually one of the Excel sheets with everyone's name on it, and I also, sorry, my daughter just got home. I also labeled everything with a Sharpie on a Ziploc to make things easier to find out where everyone's cabin was. And like I mentioned, if you don't have to deliver everything the first day, you have until the end to deliver it. And also save some things for people that are not in the group. It's always fun to get little surprises, or people that are in rooms next to you that maybe weren't in the group. It's fun to give them. We've got like little miniature ducks, stuff like that. Kids always love that. Stickers, anything free, it's for me. So if you've done fish extenders before, let me know in the comments, what was your favorite gift that you ever received? All right, guys, I think that's gonna about do it for today's video. If you have an upcoming Disney trip coming up, I would love for you to stick around, subscribe. I have a lot of content coming up for our upcoming Disney cruise on the Disney Destiny. So I would love for you to stick around and subscribe and join our internet fam. All right, so we'll see you in the next one or at Disney. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Yeah. city, every place.